Okay, continuing after some mild technical difficulties. They were totally not my fault.
I blame
No.
Thuggerina.
Thuggerina had everything to do with it. Who in fact is rebooting her computer. His computer. Clay's computer is rebooting. So, anywho, I guess we can just continue. Basically, you have the path that continues a bit into the sand dunes. It kind of skirts around where the canyon looks like the mouth of this canyon opens up, where the dunes are very thick and dense. That seems like it could be a route to the pyramids of Regar, or you could go around perhaps far to the west, kind of loop around in hopes that maybe you'll find a flatter path, something more open. It's or you can try something totally different, whatever you want.
If we're going to go into this box canyon, I better put my armor on. Give me a hand, Elodrin. Your earless fingers are so deaf they can reach all
Are
those
you
buttons.
sure that's a good idea in this heat?
Well, our dwarven companion seems to be just fine with it. But you never know.
Well then. Yeah, help him get into his armor. Man, that's a lot of stuff you're wearing. Having the 20th piece in hand.
It's what keeps me alive. It's what keeps me alive.
Whew.
I don't know about you, but I like living.
Yeah. Has its perks.
I mean, I'm not going to live much longer since what you told me about this crazy curse that I got on my man Bits.
Oh, she turns around really fast and busies herself with some other piece of armor and is like, yeah, that's very tragic.
Got to protect what little life I have left.
Yeah.
And I guess after this fine spectacle is finished with, you want to head into the canyon, or do you want to go around it?
Yeah,
fastest route between two places is straight line. Let's just go. Let's do it.
That's true. Okay, so as you're let's see, you're crossing the second bridge. Let's see. Haha. So you get to the end of it, and kind of off to the, let's say, the east, a little bit down the river, not very far, maybe 100 feet. No, fucking not even that far, probably about 60 feet. Really, really, really weird sound. It's like a mix of like a really loud buzzing mixed with like the sounds of crickets, but like a really, really big cricket.
You hear that?
What's that? I can't hear you over this really large cricket buzzing.
Yeah, exactly. And we can't see shit.
No, it almost sounds like it's coming from like there's like some what you call them, like some big kind of stones and things a little down the river, maybe some shrubbery and things. Within a few moments, you will see this creature, and it is rushing towards you. It's six. Okay, so let me read the description. It's a little weird. So it has 6 legs, and it's just kind of rushing forward. It looks like the mix of maybe a cricket and a bee. It has like kind of a chitinous insect-like skin. It's pretty large. It's wet, so it looks like perhaps it was coming out of the water. It also has a large shell on its back, almost like a tortoise or a turtle. And yeah, it's not happy, and it's rushing your way. How do you want to act?
I want to pull out my longbow and shoot it.
Very good. So you can do that, and then we'll roll initiative. So if anyone wants to take ranged attacks, by all means.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun. Let's see.
I act on a 3.
Okay.
I hit AC 8. No, AC 16. That's probably not good.
Actually, I lie. Apparently, I like to get up close and personal. I have no ranged weapons. I just stand in front of a Lodrum, get my sword out, tap it against my shield.
Oh, I thought we were doing an attack before initiative.
We were.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But in looking at my actual character, I don't actually have a longbow.
What's initiative here again?
It's just a d6 per side.
Okay.
So if y'all want to just go with the... okay, you want to roll?
Oh, God. A 1.
Okay, well, Alan had rolled a 3 for his... We can use that if y'all want.
That works.
It was just... that might be good, because it's on a 2. So... let's see. So that's happening. Okay, and you rolled a 16 to hit. You said no. That's definitely or 16 AC or whatever.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. It's pretty off, I think. So, all right. So yeah, you guys can go first. It looks like it's, like I said, maybe 50 feet at this point. So again, if you have ranged or spells, you can of course do that, or you can move into to get closer into melee if you wish. But it is up to you.
I would keep shooting from the back.
Okay.
Probably in the sand, but that doesn't look too bad. 15. AC 4.
Okay, an AC 4 will hit.
Good.
That is its AC actually. So you're no. He has 4.
For 3 damage.
Okay. Not bad. It doesn't look like it's slowing down though.
Yeah, thought so.
So anyone else? Any attacks?
No, I'm just set, waiting for it to get in range of me.
Okay.
Pegarino will do the same.
Sounds good. And again, it's going to use its movement. It has a bonus to that as well, I think. Yeah, it does. So it's going to get within... Okay, it'll get within, we'll say, within 20 feet of you. But it'll go back to your turn. So it's about 20 feet away. Yeah, and it's a really nasty looking creature.
Shoot it again, Alodra.
Yep, I'll shoot again.
Very good.
Oh God, no. I'll shoot, but like far off.
Okay. What about Thugarina? Say it.
Pegarino will charge the creature.
Yeah, go for it.
And I've got a AC of 2 I hit.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I think does this game have rules for charge? I can't remember. Charging, yeah, it does. Okay, so let me hurry up and check. Because you will hit it, because you're charging. Yeah, so we'll say you do double damage on a successful hit. Yeah, cool. So tell me what you get damage-wise.
Okay,
Oh, nice.
my axe is a D8, so let me go.
So you did 16. And damn, okay, that's not going to bring it down, but it is incredibly close to going down. Let's see, 1, 2. Okay, cool. And it's turn again. This time it's going to get close, and it's going to go for you, Thugarina. Okay. There goes my dice onto the floor. And he hits. No, he doesn't. That's a 2. Not a 20. Okay. So a 2 on the dice, on the die. Back to your side. It is within melee range if you want to get to it.
Yeah, definitely step up
Nice.
next to Thuggerina. Give a whack, but I'm not even on the chart. I totally just
Damn.
pound the sand right next to it.
Sounds good. What about the Lodrin and the Thuggerina?
I shot.
Oh, okay.
Or I tried, at least.
Gotcha.
Thuggerina will swing, and she misses him. Wide swing over its antenna.
Okay, so it's gonna go for you again, Thuggerina. As it, let me make sure I'm getting its attack right. So yeah, it's basically shooting these like little like needle things at you, even though it's short range. So it's where's the charts? It hit an AC of
Yeah, more
an AC
plate.
of 4. Okay, so I don't think that hits. What's your
I
AC?
think it's 3 is plate. Isn't 3
Yeah.
plate?
I think so, yeah. So, yeah, it will not hit. And it goes back to your side.
I rush in with my sword now. Let's see. Ooh, 20, but not a natural one.
Mhm.
That's probably good. Yeah, AC -1. And it's not a large beast, right?
It is a large beast.
Oh, it is. Oh, that's good. Okay.
Yes.
More damage. 1.
Nice.
More
And,
damage. More damage. You roll a
More
1.
damage. God.
It hurts it, and it looks like it's bloodied up and not looking too good. Out of its 12 eyes on its head, it maybe has like 5 of them open at this point. But okay, so that won't kill it. So who is next?
Smork decides to hit the other side of it this time, and just pounds right into the sand on the left side rather than the right, as he misses his second swing.
Sounds good.
Thuggerina will swing.
Mm-hmm.
And
Swing and a miss, eh?
actually, I got a 2, so
Nice.
AC of 2 to hit. So it does 4 points.
Oh yeah, you can describe where you hit it, how you kill it, all these nice details.
Yeah, she'll separate it from its thorax, from its head, and as it leaches down, she'll flick the goo away from her with a squeal.
Very good. And all 12 of its insect-like eyes are just completely shut. This creature's dead.
I hope we don't encounter some more of them.
Yes, that was quite scary.
Okay, very good. So
I wonder if we could boil its legs, make some kind of gumbo out of it. It sounds like some kind of mud bug or a rock lobster.
A1, what to do? Boil its legs?
yeah, and you can dismember it if you want.
That probably
has 6
breaks a leg
legs.
or 2.
Yeah, definitely. They're pretty big, but they're not terribly big. So you could probably carry a couple of them, no problem. Yeah, they probably taste pretty good if you boil them. Although it'd be like eating a boiled insect leg more than a crab leg. So it's not like terribly meaty, but it might, have some kind of nutritional value. Okay, so out of combat there, what do you want to do?
get going on. I want out of this desert.
Okay. Let's see. Out, and the gods say okay for now. So yeah, I guess want to continue kind of into the dunes there towards the canyon. Okay. All right. Cool. So you're making your way there. Of course, it's an exhausting journey. It's incredibly hot. The sun's now directly overhead. There's no breeze or anything, and the dunes provide little shadow as you're kind of beginning to hike up them and through them towards this canyon. However, you do. Let's see. Nope, wrong dice. Okay, cool. Oh god, that sucks. Okay, so all right, cool. So you're approaching the mouth, we'll say, of the canyon there. It's a little ways off, not terribly far, but you're coming down one of these dunes. And how do you want to approach this? It's not like a super wide canyon, but it's pretty big. It looks like perhaps one of the rivers from earlier passed through it at some point. This little part of the desert there. So it's big, it's a little bit bigger than the river, but it's not terribly massive. But it is quite deep. It looks like it's tall and deep and all these things. So how do you approach it?
I'll look over to the more plated people.
Well, if you two need me to save you, I'll go first. And Thuggerina will prance over that way.
I follow behind her, watching the way her little dwarven body shifts back and forth.
Yeah, I'll walk last.
Okay, sounds good. And so as you're approaching, you hear kind of this weird pig-like snorting, kind of coming from like inside the canyon. It echoes a little bit. It's pretty loud. It's like the mix. It sounds almost like if a bear was snorting like a pig, if you can picture that. So it's a really weird sound. You don't see anything. You just hear this kind of echo through a little bit.
I will tease Thuggerina, and like each time I hear a large bear pig snort, I'll excuse her. I guess the desert food doesn't agree with you.
Don't be a hater. It's not a gentlemanlike thing to say to a woman. And he'll continue on.
Very good. And yeah, so you can begin to enter the mouth of this canyon. It looks like it kind of winds a bit ways in front of you. Again, it's really tall on each side. It's maybe 70, 80 feet wide. It's, it's decent size. It's not the Grand Canyon by any means, but it is pretty big. But you don't see anything that would have made this noise. You just kind of see rocks and things in front of you, maybe a little bit of shrubbery and stuff of that nature. Maybe a snake or two slithering by here and there, but nothing large. And it is probably a little bit refreshing because the sun isn't beating down on you at this point. It's a little bit cooler in here, in this canyon.
Pull out one of the extra wine skins that I brought, pour about half of it over my head and whatnot to cool off. Take a swig and then pass it around to everybody else if they're thirsty.
Very good.
Okay.
How far away is the pyramid now?
You would gather, being that you don't have a map, If you had to guess from from where the city was, it's probably another 3 hours at least of walking through the canyon, and then maybe a little desert, but you're not really sure.
Good.
Because the desert it can be a little bit. It can play some tricks on the eye, especially when you're looking at stuff from a distance. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So yeah, maybe 3-4 hours. You hope. But you should be there before nightfall. I'll say that. Yeah.
Okay.
So as you're walking, you do hear this bear kind of snorting sound. This time it sounds a little bit closer, and it sounds just a little bit annoyed or frustrated if a snorting can sound like that. But it sounds like it's kind of coming from around a bend in front of you. The bend is maybe 30 feet away at this point as you're approaching. How would you like to proceed?
I brush past the arena and point to the corner and do a sneaky motion. And I try to be sneaky when I walk up there. Try to look around without being seen. And my move silently is 35%. If you want to roll for me.
It's 35%, you said?
Yeah.
45, 35, okay.
30.
Okay. Okay, so you were not moving silently. It's a 73.
Great.
Oh, yeah.
But Thuggerina, not knowing, looking at her companion disappear, will clank, 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 clank over.
Oh.
Trying to be sneaky.
Okay, so you can try to be sneaky, but I'll say just right off the bat in the plate armor, it's not going to be very sneaky. In fact, it'll echo a little bit in the canyon there. And you can run the bend, of course, and what you're looking at is you see this, like, it's a large, kind of four-legged serpent-looking thing that's coated in a very thick fur. Its head kind of looks like a bear, but with a pig snout, and like pig-like ears. And it looks like it's just kind of eating something. But as you're approaching, its head kind of picks up and it turns its body to look at you, and it's like a snake kind of turning around. And it has these three really dark, deep eyes kind of look at you, and it just makes that snorting sound again. And you can see that its front two legs, which are on the side of it, they're not under it, so it doesn't look like it walks with the legs. They look kind of like scimitar blades, like the curved sword. Yeah, so this thing is staring right at you. What do you want to do? It doesn't look like it's going to charge just yet. It looks like it's protecting perhaps some kind of food or something that it was eating.
Well, not seeing my sneaky companion, I'm just going to try and walk past it, making as little noise as possible.
I follow. Not too close, though.
Okay, let's see how it acts. Okay, so yeah, it's going to begin slithering towards you all as you're trying to, I guess, avoid it. It looks like it's being kind of territorial with this dead. You can now see it's a dead hobgoblin that it's feasting on. And it's kind of slithering towards you. A little bit cautiously, though. It's not charging, per se.
You did fine. Fine, bear pig. Well done. And I tried to move slowly further away.
Me, on the other hand, I've got my sword and shield in hand, and I start banging them together. And again, looking completely confused as it's silent and not making noise with the magic of my boots taking over.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I forgot about that. So
Like I'm trying to be kind of aggressive towards it, trying to startle it away, but I'm just more or
right.
less just waving my hands towards it.
Yeah, I forgot about that thing. Yeah, so it's not reacting obviously. If anything, it kind of like bucks up its head just a little bit. I guess getting some kind of aggression from you. It's not hearing anything obviously, but yeah, and we'll say it's probably at about 40 feet. But it's again, it's not moving terribly fast towards you. It looks like it's kind of a little bit hesitant at the moment. So there is enough room, you think, to maybe continue trying to skirt around it. It's up to you how you want to do that.
Let's be nice and not attack it. It's a natural creature and should live. And Thuggerina will prance around it if she can.
Yeah, I'd wait till
So-
Thuggerina gets past me before I take up and I don't turn my back on it, but I more or less keep squared towards it
Mhm.
and try and skirt past.
Okay. Ooh, that's not good, I think. Let's check. Okay, so actually, it continues. It's just kind of its uncertain movement, but it's not going very far from its corpse there. And you can see perhaps as it moves a little bit, might catch the sun. Its fur coat, its whole body basically, it shimmers a little bit. It's almost like kind of like oil mixed with water, kind of how it like reflects the light and all this. It gets really rainbowy sort of. It's kind of what its coat looks like in the sun. But again, it pulls back towards the body there, but it's still looking at you, slithering around a bit.
Thuggerina will just keep Thuggerina will keep prancing away.
Very good. And yeah, you'll be able to all, I think, skirt around it in no time. Its reactions aren't very negative, sadly. So it looks more interested in the food that it had captured.
You know, it suddenly dawns on me that we might have asked what type of creatures live around here. I've never seen anything like that.
What's the fun in that? We're exploring.
Like you said, I like to live.
And we continue on down the canyon.
Yeah, definitely. And again,
I'll
let's
keep a wary eye behind us to make sure the thing doesn't like come at us, but yeah.
Yeah, definitely. As you, I guess, round the next corner, or not corner, but like bend a little bit away from it to where you can't see it, you will hear that snort kind of, sound happen again, but it fades off. Okay, so let's see, the next hour of your trek just brings you further into this canyon. It starts to maybe slope upwards just a little bit. You don't encounter anything. Again, maybe you're just seeing a little bit of dead shrubbery, maybe some little mice or snakes or little critters, lizards and things, but nothing interesting. And okay, so in the next hour, you think you can kind of see the exit of this canyon, where it's kind of sloping upwards a little bit, and it looks like you'll be able to climb your way out. Probably in the next 20 to 30 minutes to get there. And above you, the canyon's kind of getting a little bit wider. So you're getting a bit more of the sun. Temperatures going up just a little bit. Yeah, so that's about where you're finding yourself right now. What do you want to do?
Continue forward, but I try and stay on the shady side of the canyon, out of the sun.
Cool.
Yeah, good idea.
Are you guys drinking water, you think, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd picked up like 4 last session. That was one of the few things I had bought was like 4 water skins.
Yeah, good. Very good. Okay, so all right, so it looks like you're gonna have to climb a little bit to get out. It's not gonna be a roll or anything. It's just gonna be more for detail, I suppose. But it'll take a little bit, maybe half an hour to make your way up out of this canyon. And as you do so, you probably the first thing that you would see are these four pyramids kind of laid out a few miles in front of you. The desert here is flatter for sure. It's just barren, flat, hard ground. Essentially, it's not so sandy and things. There are dunes off to the sides. Here and there you'll see dunes. You might even see the odd tree. But yeah, you see these massive pyramids. There's four of them. So they're taking up a lot of what's in front of you. And kind of in between them from this angle, let's say that they're all like if you're looking at, I don't know, a square. Let's say if you make 4 quadrants of it, each pyramid is, let's say, in a quadrant, like a corner of each quadrant. It looks like the center. You see these large stone steps surrounded by these massive columns that end on what looks like a platform of sorts. And it's pretty big as well, so you'd be able to see it from the distance you're at. Maybe no details, of course. Yeah, so that's essentially what you're looking at. You're getting closer.
Oh, thank the gods. And she drags herself further into the direction of the pyramids. Which one should we go first?
Are they all the same size, or does one look particularly bigger than the others, etc.?
They're all identical in size. Yeah, they're all identical.
Probably the centermost one. That's what I'll say to the conversation.
And I turn into that direction.
Yeah, there's not necessarily a center pyramid. They're all kind of like in a square, basically surrounding this like monumental kind of row of columns and platform deal.
Let's head to the center of the square and check out what's in there first.
Cool. Okay.
That's what
cool.
Smork says. I mean, it's open for discussion.
Yeah, for sure. However, while you're walking in that direction, regardless, everyone roll a d6 and tell me what you get.
Smork's got a 5.
Nice.
2.
Nice. What about Thuggerina? Thuggerina might be muted.
Clay!
I could roll for Thuggerina, but I don't know. Let's see. Okay, so you're an elf, right, Elodrin? Yeah.
An earless elf. If you can even
Right.
call her one.
Yeah, no,
Right.
I've got ears, but yeah, normal ears.
Right.
I thought they were cut off.
Yeah, were they cut off? Or they
Yeah,
just
but not
normally
completely. Like only
Ah,
the
yeah.
tips. Yeah.
Just to see
Just-
how it felt.
Heck yeah, why not? Okay, so all right, so you would think you see perhaps this it might be a mirage, but kind of far off to your left, we'll say the direction is like kind of south. You think you see like some kind of oasis, maybe some palm trees and like a pool of water, some shade and all these things. You're not sure if it's a mirage or not.
I pointed to that direction. Well, if we need a place to stay, we can check there. But I'm not sure if that's maybe a mirage.
Do I see
Let us
the same
continue.
mirage?
You would see it too. Smorks, you would probably assume it's something.
That's
Again,
always
you could have gone crazy. Who knows, really?
yeah. That's always a good place to make camp if we're here overnight. But we should head towards the center and see what's in there.
You are so smart.
Very good. And yeah, it takes you a good probably hour and a half to get to the closer to these pyramids. And as you get closer, they're not quite as big as you thought from a distance. Perhaps there was the heat or something playing tricks on your eyes, but they are pretty big. They're not as big as, say, like the pyramids of Giza in Egypt, IRL, but they're big.
We don't know the difference anyway.
Yeah.
We're
definitely.
amazed.
Yeah, they're, but they do look like this. They look like just your kind of typical, Egyptian stone pyramids and things.
How did they build that? Amazing.
It's pretty shoddy. It's not dwarven work.
I think it's pretty well done.
It's
So
just
it's
piss
just a
and
neat
sand.
order of
Piss and
rocks.
sand.
Pile of rocks is what it looks like to me.
Yeah, and it probably looks impressive for sure. You've probably never seen something like it, but yeah, like the greatest achievement of engineering you've seen, especially in a magical world, I guess. But probably more interest are these columns that kind of are in the center. There's 4 massive columns on each side of this stairway that kind of goes up, stone stairway, onto this just square platform. And it looks like it's empty, but there is an altar on top of the platform. Let's see. Yeah, and it's empty at the moment. That's pretty tall as well. Maybe 60 feet tall, this platform.
We able to climb up it pretty easy.
Yeah, definitely.
I would check out the altar, see if there was any recognizable gods that's dedicated to whatever recognizable gods I would notice. There's like fruit offerings, or if it looks like there's discolored stone or something.
Well, on each corner of this square platform at the top, there's a staff, and each staff looks like it has some kind of crystal of sorts. And they're that's all I'll say for the moment. Yeah, I don't know if you'd be able to pick up on what they do. Maybe roll.
I'm not very smart, so
you could try. You can try an intelligence check to see if maybe you can all check as well if you want. See if you know perhaps what these do. Aside from that, it's just an altar, but it's a really, really smooth stone.
Am I going for over or under?
Under.
Yeah,
and I didn't pass.
I did not pass either.
What about Thugarina?
Thugarina didn't pass either.
Okay, so yeah, it's just these staffs with these crystals in each corner. But there are some glyphs and things inscribed on the staffs. But the stone altar itself is smooth. Again, it's just very smooth. There's no like designs or anything on it.
Lodrin, I've seen you cast a spell before. Is this some kind of magic? What do you think? What do you think's up with these staffs?
Well, because I didn't pass, I'm not sure. And my brain is cooking in my head. Maybe it's just too much right now. Let's get in here.
You think we should take these staffs with us? Those crystals might be valuable.
You never touch magic if you're not sure what it is, you know?
Oh, good point. Good point. As he's just reaching out to grab one of them, pulls his hand back.
Very good. So you don't want to take one. It's good. It's good. So what would you like to do?
Let's just take one when we leave.
Yeah. Yeah, why not?
I'd like to.
Is there a way to
survey
enter the pyramid?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was looking for.
Yeah, they're gonna if you inspect it, of course, you'll see that there are in fact like some steps that look like they go up excuse me, into the side of the pyramids. And like each pyramid that's in the corner of this, let's say, square, basically, the stairs are on the outside of each. So you'd have to walk around a little bit to get to them. But you would, of course, have seen them when you were approaching.
I would point towards the pyramid that was the closest to the ravine that we came through and say, let's start with that one.
Good choice.
Okay.
And start marching,
Very good.
marching around to get to those stairs.
Yeah, definitely. And you can go up the stairs, no problem. And just wide stone stairs, and you get to the top. It's just an open entryway. Again, into a further sandstone passage, maybe, let's see, 5, 10, maybe 25 feet deep in front of you. Before it looks like it kind of branches off a little bit to the left and to the right. So it's like a T intersection, basically, as you walk in.
I dig around into my pack and pull out a torch as we enter in and light it up. Hold it with my shield arm.
Very good. So what's the marching order? I suppose Smork is first.
Maybe I would walk first. I would brush past him and say, let me check first what's going on here. And I can see in the dark, or I have dark vision. So I would, I don't know, maybe go 20 feet ahead. And if possible, move silently.
Yeah, we'll see if you do.
And check for traps.
Okay, so you do move silently.
Good.
Nice.
And traps is only 15% right now.
Okay. And I'm checking for that for you, correct? The system? Yeah, I think so. Yep. Cool. Okay, so you said it's 15%?
Yep.
Okay, good to know. Okay, so which way are you going, left or right? Sorry. Just getting my stuff adjusted.
Right.
My notes. Okay, very nice. Okay, so you come to this. Okay, so cool. So basically it goes down to the right a little bit, and then it cuts again to the left. So you're heading north, quote unquote, and you see a door in front of you. What would you like to do? It's just a stone door, but it looks like it could be pushed open.
Here's a door. And I, of course, look for traps. And can I see inside or what's behind?
Okay, no, it's a solid stone door. Again, the walls of this pyramid, perhaps, I mean, you'll see like glyphs and things and a strange dead language and all this, but some horrific things as well. But you don't see anything physical through the door because it's solid stone.
Oh, didn't you say it was pushed open?
No, it can be pushed open. Sorry.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yes.
Then I check for traps, and if I don't see anything, I would push it open.
Okay, so it opens right up. Nothing triggers. And in front of you is this. Let's see. So it's like a 1, 2, 3. It's like a 30 by 50 room. So 30 feet deep in front of you, 50 feet going each way on the other side. On the far left side, there's another door. But in front of you, it looks like you have to almost cross this bridge. It looks like it goes over this small, maybe 8-foot wide not canyon, but just drop basically. It's a stone bridge.
Oh, this is weird. Have a look at this.
I'll lean out over it with the torch, see if I can illuminate what's at the bottom.
Okay, and as you approach the bridge, the torchlight, it almost looks like the bridge itself is an illusion. I think the torchlight would give that away.
Wow.
What bridge?
Yeah, and as you wave
That
the
one.
torch, the bridge kind of goes in and out of existence, basically.
Ew, what's that? Oh, wow. Thank God I didn't step onto it.
I'll poke at it while it's in existence to see if it feels solid.
Mm-hmm.
And when it's not, more or less like with the torch, trying to see if it is illusion or if it's phasing in and out of existence.
It is most definitely an illusion. You get that impression.
How deep is this gorge thing that it's crossing?
It just goes into darkness, so it could be anywhere from a couple dozen to a few hundred. You have no idea. And I guess to put it in a better perspective, the pyramid we'll say is about 100 feet tall. You probably walked up about 40 feet to get into it, so it drops at least 40 feet. This pit. I think that's fair to say. You'll understand that.
Is there anything on the other side where we could throw a grappling hook to, or I don't know, a pillar?
Yeah, it looks like it could perhaps get caught in like some of the like little maybe like foot railing kind of thing on the other side of it. We'll say it's possible. Throw a grappling hook.
Well, let's do some experiment here. And yeah, I take my grappling hook and a rope, and I start throwing.
Very good.
Want
And
me
you
to
want to
roll?
Nah.
Okay.
Nah, you can just latch it onto the little foot railing thing over there on the other side.
Is there something similar on this side as well?
Yes.
Okay.
So you can perhaps tie it
attach
there
it
or
there.
something.
Yeah.
Very good.
And then I take the rope and move over like with my feet over the rope and hanging from it, like moving very slowly.
I would have thought that you would have just proven your elven superiority and just ran across it.
No, better safe than sorry.
Okay, so you want to do that to get across?
Yeah.
Okay.
Once she's off the rope, I'll do the same.
Yeah, sounds good. I'm not gonna make y'all roll for that. Yeah, you can do that, no problem. You can get across. Sounds fair to me. Okay. So assuming Thuggerina does the same, yeah. Just gonna shimmies your way across.
I'm going to assume yes.
Okay. So let's see. Yeah. So with that, you're on this other side, and again, there's another stone door on the west wall, the left side of the room. Aside from that, the room's just kind of empty, except for these strange carvings and things on the wall. Some again depicting horrible acts. Some look like they're almost like figures worshiping other odd-looking figures and things. But
I'm inspecting them with the torchlight while Elodrin checks the door for traps and see if it's unlocked and whatnot. I'll be checking out these cool murals.
Yeah, nice. So yeah, you can roll an intelligence check on him if you want. Maybe see if you pick anything up.
I just think they were artistically talented, and in this era they did. And I pull out all this art information that's completely irrelevant and erroneous.
Oh damn! So you
impressionists and surrealism and yeah.
Very good. Okay. And what about the rest of you?
Yeah, like you said, I'm still searching for traps on the other side, and there's only that one door going to the left, right?
Correct.
Okay, yeah. Then let's check there as well.
Okay. Okay, you're incredibly confident that there is nothing wrong with that door.
Good. What could possibly go wrong? And is it a stone door as well, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, push that one open.
Okay, very good. And yeah, it opens right up into another hallway, passageway. Looks like it's heading maybe 20 feet before it breaks off to the right, to the north. And it's dark as well. And again, the walls are, full of all this crazy shit. Just pictures and things.
I wonder who is buried here with all those pictures. And I walk around the corner.
Very good. Okay, and you're again looking at another hallway going northwards, maybe about 40 feet before it starts to slightly bend to the left around another corner. So heading like northwest, basically, and dark as well.
I keep on going.
Very good. Okay. And as you round that corner, you are presented with a stairwell heading up and looping. Looks like it goes up and then to the left.
Okay. Up. To the left.
Okay. So do you want to go up?
Yep.
Yep.
Very good. Okay, cool. Yep, so it goes up and just kind of loops around to the left just a bit. And it looks like it eventually flattens off. And you're just in another hallway. And you're facing southeast, basically. So it looks like it just kind of went up and made a 180. So you are on another level, obviously. But again, just a hallway in front of you, maybe 40 feet before it breaks off to the south.
I go ahead, searching.
Head over there.
Okay, so you want to search. Okay, wow, and you're just completely sure that there is a trap towards towards where it heads southward. You're pretty sure that you make out. Actually, no, you're positive. You see these above you these three holes. Looks like spikes or something, or will either shoot down or something's gonna come out of there.
I say I'm not too good with traps, and yeah, I look for the mechanism and try to disarm it.
Okay. 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 Yeah, and you'll be able to find the foot plate in the floor. It looks like it would trigger it, and yeah, you can disarm it if you fiddle with it a bit.
Wow. Okay. I look pleased back to the others.
After she's done fiddling with it and disarming it, I'll just step over that particular plate.
Very good.
Wow.
kind of look at her with a smirk and say, "Look, I could disable traps too."
Yeah, why don't you go first then?
Oh, because I can't see him.
Oh.
Very good. So you want to continue down southwards?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, and it'll go maybe another 50 feet, and then you see the opening into a large chamber, but it's very dark, so you can't make it out from the 50 feet away.
I approach slowly, checking for traps.
Mhm.
Whoops. Oh.
Very good. Okay. And you. Oh wow! Actually, yeah, you're a 14. So yeah, you're sure that there's no trap ahead of you. At least in that doorway as you approach it.
Mhm.
And yeah, so in front of you, it's this large square room, rectangular actually. So, but it's really big. There's an exit on the opposite side. It looks like it's another hallway into darkness. But in front of you, it almost looks like a preparation room, because there's tons of tables. There's like canopic jars and things. There's bandages everywhere, and there's lots of like coffin type things on top of some of these tables, and kind of along the walls and stuff. It just reeks of dead bodies and death.
Why would they need some preparing chamber in a pyramid where there's supposed to be only buried people? Old buried people.
Well, I'm not an expert on this culture, but maybe they preserve their dead before they entomb them here.
I
I've
walk
heard of
up
this.
to. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna. He makes a joke about hearing about how some people want to last forever and don't want to go back to the dirt that they came from. Mummification.
Indeed, who wants to live forever? And I walk over to one of the tables with those jars.
Mm-hmm.
Are they open or do they have a lid?
They have lids.
I open one, a random one. Peer inside.
Let's see. Okay, yep, and you see look like preserved remains of human hearts.
Oh, yuck. I close it again. Don't look into that one. And I walk slowly through the room in the direction of the other exit. Look if there's anything interesting, maybe, aside from canopic jars.
Mm-hmm. Nah, it's just lots of jars. You'll find tools and things. They look like, like knives, scalpels, these kind of things, scissors.
Brain scraping hooks, things like that.
Yeah, stuff, really cool stuff like that. But they're all very clean. They don't look, if they've been used, it was a long time ago, or they haven't been used, it's hard to tell. But they're not dirtied up with like any sort of human remains or anything. They're not fresh.
What type of metal do they appear to be made out of?
Whatever, like I guess like iron.
I know,
something kind of mundane.
Basically, I'm just checking to make sure they're not like gilded gold or.
No, they're not. They're not like fine metals or anything. But let's see. Y'all can all roll a d6 perhaps as you're walking through.
Smork's got a 4.
Yeah, me too.
Damn. No wonder what Thug Arena has. Clay, are you there?
Yeah, Thug Arena's here.
Okay, roll a d6. Tell me what you get.
2. Got a 2.
Oh, nice. Okay. And you're a dwarf. Okay, so that's actually good. So you're walking through, and on the far, let's say your right, so on the western wall there, you swear that it looks like one of the walls can be pushed in, perhaps over there.
Here, and she'll do it.
Okay, and the wall, in fact, with a little bit of effort, will push open, and you're looking at a passage going diagonally, like to your right. And if you would go in, assuming you do, you find yourself in this very small, tight, circular chamber with what looks like some kind of like not rope, whatchamacallit, like a metal rod that looks like it could be slid down into darkness.
To which side was that door now?
This is on the western side. So as you're walking, it'd be your right.
Okay.
I guess you're heading south.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so yeah, it's like looks like this almost like an emergency like fireman's pole kind of thing that you could slide down, but it just goes down into darkness. Would anyone like to go on the ride?
I light up a torch and drop it down there to see how far it goes.
Yeah, you can watch it go. Basically, let's see, probably about 70 feet down before it hits the ground.
Wow. And does anything make a sound from down there when the torch drops?
No, just the sound of the torch hitting the ground, and it stays lit. You can like see it kind of dimly down there.
Want to stay up here and finish here first, or do you want to go down?
Well, if it was hidden, there's probably better stuff down. But I do want to finish looking around up here while we're up here.
Well then.
So let's see. So you don't want to go down. Okay, so yeah, you can continue through the room. But as you're, I guess, trying to make your way back through the room, you start to see some of the coffin things start to shake a little bit, and you can see the lids of them beginning to like slide off quite
Never mind,
slowly.
go down.
Really? Are you running?
No, I'm not. But
Okay.
I probably actually do say that once I see like coffins start opening up.
Very good.
Probably too late.
It's only 3 of the coffins, and there's a lot in the room.
Oh, only.
Yeah, only 3.
Only 3 for now.
Mm-hmm. So what would you like to do?
I jump on
probably-
one of the corpses, coffins, and stand there and put my weight on there, so at least one coffin can stay closed, maybe, until we're finished with the other 2.
Okay.
Probably go to the nearest one that she's not standing on, and if when you say the coffin lid's wiggling and something's coming out, like how open is it?
It's
barely
just starting to
cracking,
slide
or-
open. Yeah, like it's just barely cracked at the moment. Why would you want to try?
Well, I want to see what Thuggerina does. If Thuggerina doesn't do anything in particular or doesn't open one, then the one that I'm next to, I would rip open and start stabbing immediately.
Okay.
Whatever's in there.
Very good.
But I
And
don't
what
want
about
to
Thuggerina?
open one if Thuggerina opens one.
Yeah, for sure. It's very wise. Okay, so we have one of you standing on.
Standing on one and standing beside another.
Yeah, sounds good. Okay, so let's see. We'll have Elodrin do a strength check on top of it to see if you can hold it.
Damn it! No. This time I roll high, of course.
Okay, cool. And Let's see. We'll let Smork, if you want to drive your sword into the slit there, you can roll an attack.
I would hit an AC of 3 if there's something to hit.
Okay, the something does have an AC of 3. What kind of weapon do you have? Is it?
I have a +1 silvered longsword.
Very good. Okay, so yeah, tell me what kind of damage you do.
7 points of damage.
7 points. So it'll take.
Do you add
Okay.
strength to damage too, or no?
The strength bonus? I think you do, unless I'm thinking of basic fantasy. Let me check. It's one of those things.
I hope not. I think I didn't include it here because I was pretty sure last time it's not.
Yeah, you add any bonus
No!
due to magic, high strength, etc., and the total is deducted. Okay, so it says from high strength. I don't know if there's like a strength fucking requisite. So blah 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 strength, TRST strength. Aha. So yeah, if you have like, there's a chart. So basically, if you have a 16 or higher, you get a bonus to your strength attack, like to your damage.
Ah, okay.
No,
Yeah.
I'm only at a 15, and I know that Elodrin's similar strength, surprisingly, as well.
Yeah. 16 is +1, 17 2, 18 is 3 to damage. So only if you have like exceptionally high strength. Will
Okay,
you do
it's
extra?
just the 7 points of magical sword damage as I jab the sword straight into there.
Very good. And you'll just hear kind of a muffled like yell kind of thing. Okay, and let's see. Okay, and Thuggerina, do you want to do anything before we roll initiative for each side?
No, Thuggerina is just defending his party right now.
Okay, cool. So one of y'all roll initiative.
We'll be on a 3.
Cool, so these guys are on a 4, so they're going to act first. Okay, so we'll have one try to oppose the, maybe do opposing strength checks, whatever. Almost like a grapple, I suppose, for the one that Elodrin is standing on top of. Let's see. I rolled a 7. If you can beat that, you can keep it in there.
No! I rolled a 3. Damn it.
Yeah, so the shaking below you gets a lot stronger, and it kind of pushes up really hard, and you go flying off a little bit as this mummy kind of like sits up, his arms outstretched, of course, as mummies do. And we'll have let's see, now Smork, are you standing on top of this one as well?
No, I was just standing by, like,
just standing by a different
what
one.
I perceive.
Right.
Not the one that she was on, but one of the other ones. And
yeah, sure.
Specifically, I'd be standing near what I thought would be the head, if it was discernible. If not, then you can put me in.
No, that's perfect. Yeah. So this one is just gonna, I guess, spin the round getting out, as will the third one. And again, they're just these kind of tall, about maybe 6'2" mummies. Yeah, there's just these, obviously just wrapped corpses with tons and tons of, burial shroud. But the other two, of course, are just going to spend their turn getting out. Okay, so it'll be your turn as these mummies are now climbing out of their coffins, basically. Sarcophagi.
I jumped the one who pushed me from the coffin and attack it with my sword. Oh, 1.
Nice. That will, surprise, surprise, that does miss, in fact.
Yeah.
And who is next?
Smork will stab at this guy a second time. Oh, go ahead, Clay.
Smork, you called. Go ahead. Thuggerina will wait till last.
Okay. Smork's just surprised by this bandaged being that just rose from the dead in front of him, and he just cracks into the sarcophagus, maybe chips the stone a little bit with his sword as he misses.
Nice. And what about Thuggerina?
Thuggerina got a 4. AC 4 to hit.
Okay, that will not hit. They're on an AC 3.
Ooh.
And so their turn will have, let's see, I guess one attack each of you, starting with Elodrin, and then Smork, and then Thuggery. So we have a miss on Elodrin. We have a miss on Smork. And a miss on Thuggery. Great, since these mummies are jackasses and probably have their eyes wrapped and they can't see as they're swinging blindly. Okay, and who wants to go next?
I do. I want to hit for once. Oh, come on. 6. No. Okay. No. Yeah, that's... she doesn't like undead, you know.
Yeah, of course. Who does? You know, nasty creatures.
Smork hauls back and tries to swing, and will also miss.
Okay.
Lets out a bit of a bellow, a disappointing bellow.
Yeah, definitely.
Thuggerina will take a swing. Woohoo! Are there crits in this game with a natural?
No. It's a
Damn
guaranteed hit, though, I suppose.
Let's roll damage. 6 points. Got me all excited. And it's a magical weapon.
Okay, very good. So 6 points of a magical weapon. Okay. So we'll say Smork, Thuggerina. So you're rolling different ones. Okay, very good. And so the next, I guess it's their turn. So same order of attacks. We get an 18 on Elodrin. So I think that hits.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that probably hits. Yes.
It's, okay. Yeah, I think even on its, let's see.
It's AC 6.
Yeah, it hits an AC -3. So,
Yeah.
okay, cool. So that'll do a little bit of damage, I think. How many hit points do you have, by the way? Just curious.
7.
Okay, not bad. You got a 4.
Okay.
Just checking, though. Just trying to make you nervous. Okay, so who's next? We had Smort. This one hits with I think, with a 17. So it's an armor for it. It's a AC of -2.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay, tight.
That'll hit solidly.
Jeez, only 1 point. Awesome. And the last one on Thuggery. Miss. Damn. Okay, so back to your side.
Let's do this. Ooh, natural 20. Take that.
Oh, you hit.
Yeah. I'm as
Very good.
surprised as you. And for fuck's sake, for 2 damage.
Okay. And okay, very good. Who's next?
Smork will rather.
I think Thuggerina goes first then.
Yeah, we'll have Thuggerina go there.
Thuggerina got a 2 AC that she can hit and does 4 points of damage. Again.
Very good. Okay, so
Smork's going to use his torch and try and burn the guy in front of him. You said they were like wrapped up in bandages, right?
yeah, like bandages and burial shrouds kind of stuff. Okay, so
I don't know what to roll damage-wise, but on a hit AC, it'll hit an AC of 2.
oh well, yeah, definitely. So that's going to be considered okay, so during the first round, we'll just say it suffers 2d8 damage, and during the second round, it'll be 1d8. Blah 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 blah.
A 5 and a 2, so it'll be a total of 7 points of burn damage in the first round. Whenever you
Very
want to apply
good.
that.
Yeah, cool. It's 1, 2, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so that guy's looking not happy. And the next round, we'll take another D8 automatically from it. Okay, is that? I think that's everyone on your side. All right,
Yep.
so they're gonna go. So, all right, so one on Lodrin will miss. We have another miss on Smork. And let me see if this misses on Thuggery. Let me check. It hits an AC 2.
You got me.
Uh-oh. Okay, 4 points.
Yikes.
Oh yeah. Okay, so your side.
I would back up. I can disengage without opportunity attacks, right? Okay.
Sure,
Yeah, I back up as far as I can in hope that the mummies are not as fast as I am. And I change weapons, and can I still attack
yeah.
with the
Yeah,
penalty?
why not?
Maybe.
I'll say take like a -2.
Okay.
That's fair.
Yeah, and I use my bow. That's a 9. That probably doesn't hit. 9 is no, it's not even on the chart. Okay. Yeah, no, doesn't hit.
What level are you?
2.
Okay, yeah, that's cool. What about the other two guys? Guy and girl.
Well, the fire will burn for max damage of 8, and then I'll try and hit with the longsword if it's still standing.
Okay, no, the fire. You can describe how it cinders this this first mummy.
Well, it's sitting there screaming and whatnot as it goes down into a smoldering, smoking pile of crap. And then from there, I'll move up to the one that Elodrin used to be engaged with and swing at him.
Very good.
But I'm only hitting at an AC of 6, though. I think that misses.
Yes. Yeah, you're looking for an AC 3.
Yep, so I come trying to hit it, but it just shuffled forward one step after her. Too fast for me to react to.
Very good. Okay, and what about Thuggerina?
Thuggerina has missed. Again, swinging wide.
Okay, so the two remaining, we'll have the first one. First one misses terribly, probably stumbling a little bit, distracted by its burning friend there. The next one will hit Thuggery. Okay. Just 1 point. Damn it. I roll low. Okay. So back to your side.
And I keep kiting that thing. Natural 20 again, okay?
Oh, nice.
And 3 damage.
Very good. So that one's this. That'll be okay. Very cool. Who's next?
I'll take the swing. And with my single-digit rolling, I miss wildly.
Very good. Good man. What about Thuggerina?
Thuggerina takes a swing and got an AC of 3 for 2 more points.
Okay, very good. Okay, so on its turn, we'll have that first one go for a little gun again with a miss, and Thuggerina, a miss as well. So back to your side. As you all evade more bumbling mummy attacks.
Good. Let's see. Another arrow. Yeah, but a 6, so no, doesn't hit.
Very good. Okay, Thuggerina and Smork.
Smork will swing and hit an AC of 0 for 2 points of damage, and he'll like let out a triumphant "ha-ha" as he actually hits this time.
Nice. So 2 points. Which one were you attacking? The one on Elodrin, I think?
The one that was on Elodrin.
Yeah, very good. Okay. What about Thuggerina?
I've got a 4 AC this time around, so I miss.
Mm-hmm. Very good. So back on their side, let's see if this one's still attacking Elodrin. Yeah, it'll still be on Elodrin. All right. So this one hits with a 19. Oh, jeez.
No.
Let's see how much damage. Oh god. Oh man. Fuck.
Oh
I don't
no,
wanna
you
say
killed
it.
me again.
I think I did.
Shit.
So 8 points.
Yes.
Because
That
max damage
exceeds
attack
my.
there. Yeah.
What does it do? Is it epic?
It just starts pummeling you and ripping at you, and perhaps how you die is this thing's just tearing at you and kind of pummeling you with its large wrapped bloodied hands.
Yeah, she's like walking backwards, shooting arrow after arrow, and then she stumbles over that fucking canopy thing. No, what is it? That jar on the
Oh yeah,
ground,
Canopy Jar, yeah.
and she falls to the ground, like throwing bow and arrows into all directions, and then it like bends over her, and you see it coming closer to the camera, which is her face, and then blood and gore and bah. That's her end.
Very epic and bloody into Elodrin. Very saddened to say. But and of course I'll let you roll another character, but we'll get to that in just a moment. Let's see. Oh yeah, we had one attacking Thuggery. Okay, and that's a 6. All right, so your side, as you see Elodrin epically being destroyed by this terrible mummy. What would you like to do?
I'd like to scream for Elodrin and try and get some vengeance on that guy. But I go back down to my single-digit rolls and miss. I probably slash into Elodrin's body by mistake.
Yeah, definitely. Some of the blood will squirt into the mummy's eyes as it's like trying to devour and pummel this dead elven body. What about Thuggerina?
Thuggerina successfully hit it with a 1 on its AC for 6 points with her magical axe.
Very good.
Girl power!
Okay, so it's a little bit more damage done to it. All right, so it's turn again. They're both hurting, but they're not hurting bad. You get the impression. The first one, I guess we'll stand up from destroying Elodrin and go for you, Smork, with a 1. Perfect. As it falls again forward, slipping in the blood of the elf. Then we have the one on the arena with a 2. So nearly slipping on the blood of the elf as it goes back to your side.
I will attempt to strike back, but I will miss again. Just like tears are in my eyes, and I'm cursing, angry, and sad.
Very good.
Thuggerina succeeds on hitting it again for 3 points. As she prances around like the pink Power Ranger that she is.
Very good. Okay, and yeah, they're still moving, but you're gonna try to attack again. So we got the one on the Smork standing up, and Jesus Christ, he falls back again with another 1, falls to the fucking ground. So face first this time. He deserves to be down. And then we'll go with the one on Thuggery. Rolls a 19. I believe that'll hit. It's like an AC of like negative. I don't even know. Negative something crazy. All right, cool. Yeah, it's a -4. Anywho, so damage 4 points. Is that a
That gives me the 0.
sound? Oh,
That gives me
Jesus
the
Christ.
0.
Okay, so you want to describe how this other mummy pummels you to death? How do we lose Thuggerina?
Thuggerina gets clocked in her bald head, and it kind of splits down the center like a melon, and he rips out part of her brain, and he starts to slowly lick it as she crumbles to the ground.
Very good. Or not good, but yes. Okay, and what about, I guess we're back on your side, Smork. Both your companions have been pummeled by these remaining mummies.
Well, I'm looking pretty good, but not against two badasses. So I'm going to swing at this guy in front of me and hopefully try and take him down.
Okay.
I'll hit an AC of 3, but only for 3 points of damage.
Okay. All right, and he does not drop.
Well, with that, then I will attempt to push past him to get back into the room that we had, the staircase room, to start fleeing.
Okay, so yeah, you'll say like you hit it and then begin running. Maybe in passing, you slash at it and nip it a little bit. They're going to be slow to turn, so they won't hit you. So also you can make it out of combat, and you can hear them kind of moaning behind you, but they walk pretty slow. They're pretty Hollywood typical mummies, these guys. So yeah, so you want to kind of run back.
Run back and run towards that oasis that I am not sure if I actually saw or not.
Yeah. You could definitely. The sun is beginning to lower in the sky, of course. It's late. It's very early evening, maybe we'll say 6 p.m. And you got a little sunlight left, but not a whole lot. So you can see the oasis. So if you want to start heading towards that, it's kind of off to the south, a little ways. So you can do that. Let's see. You make it there, no problem. And as you're approaching it, where's my description? Bum, bum, bum. Okay, so right. So it just looks like this oasis. There's like this kind of strange rock formation that's surrounding like a pool of water. You see this pool there. You see the strange rocks kind of around it. You see some shade, lots of shade, because there's beautiful palm trees. You also see a very, very small, like a little jar kind of. Or like a bowl, basically. It's like the size of a bowl, but it has a lid on top, and it's resting on top of the rock formation. But it looks really peaceful.
I would set up a camp with what little daylight's left. Probably, you said there was like a pool, right?
Yeah, definitely. And it's in the shade, for sure.
Probably on the opposite side from that little offering jar thing, an altar or whatever. I don't know if that's what it is or not, but like the opposite side of the pool from that.
Okay, yeah, it's definitely doable. And yeah, so you can rest there. I guess you want to rest overnight. Kind of see what happens. Very good. Okay, and real quick, what about Mike and Clay? Do you guys want to roll new characters now, or do you want to? Okay, yeah. No
Yeah,
rush,
I could start, but I don't think. I mean, that always takes a bit with that addition. Hold on.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe
or even if you have like just an idea of something you want to play, you can just describe it and like do the stats as we go, or as it comes to that. Because I mean, honestly, most of the attribute, all that stuff really is irrelevant until like we need it kind of thing. Anyways.
Okay.
So if you have an idea of what you want to play, you can of course just tell me what you want to do. And
is it level 2 then again, or do we start level 1?
You should start level 4 probably, but yeah, we'll say you start at level 2. That's fine.
I think I would go with the cleric again this time.
Very cool. It might be pretty cool to have a cleric. Let's see.
And I think a human one. Yeah, maybe she's actually from Drawn Nexus. Yeah, Drawn
Oh,
Nexus.
yeah. That'd be
And
definitely you can have some local characters or something.
yeah.
People from the region, so you'll have like the language and the knowledge and all this of more,
Yeah, and
some of the more esoteric workings of what's going on.
Right.
Perhaps.
Yeah, and she would have heard about that little group who was going to the pyramids, and that's of course a good time then to visit them herself, because she alone didn't want to go there, and nobody in Dranexi wanted to go.
Yeah, definitely.
So this time, finally, she might see the inside.
Yeah, no, that works. And Clay, do you have an idea of what you want to play? It could be a local character.
You have a magic user in the system, don't you? I've got to download.
Yeah, definitely.
Then I'll play a same thing. I'll be a human from this realm, and I'll be a magic user.
Yeah, maybe we know each other, and we knew that both of us wanted to go to the pyramids one day when there is a chance. And yeah, no, and now we heard about it. What do you think, Clay?
That works. I'm after a lamp. My name is Jafar. So.
All right, a name. Oh, shit.
And lamps there are.
And I'm Alina.
Okay, cool. So Aladdin and Jafar. Jafar and Alina. Okay, very good. So perhaps you can say Smork makes camp in this little oasis, and perhaps Alina and Jafar. How could I forget so quickly? Jafar, you guys see the campfire lights at this oasis, but to you, it probably in the dark just looks like a campfire in the middle of fucking nowhere. So you could, of course, approach it. And so how would we see you guys as you approach? Yeah, how do we see you? Are you on horseback? Are you in a cart? Are you walking? Are you, clothed?
We're used to the desert, and we don't need a stupid horse, right? We would find our way easier.
Definitely. Yeah, I imagine you know the landscape probably pretty intimately. Even these farther regions, you've probably wandered out kind of close before, I'll say.
And yeah, she's like more the dark-skinned, of course, dark-skinned human variant, dark hair, and she's wearing her hair in a top knot to get it out of her face, and because it's hot. And she's wearing, I think, actually, would I wear a plate in this desert? I don't know. Maybe she's actually carrying her armor. It's chainmail. Her armor in a sack, and for now she's in normal leather.
Okay, yeah, that works for me. And what about Jafar? How do we see him in this approaching party?
Jafar is again Arabian in color. He's wearing that huge turban, that red and black turban. He's got his eyes are dark, though they glitter with the flame. He's got a black and red cloak and tunic, robes. He's got a staff in the shape of a snake, flared snake. He does look aristocratic and arrogant, and it seems that he's allowing the girl to go first. He does not have a parrot, though.
Okay, that's going to be my next question. What is the parrot's name? But so no parrot, no parrot yet. Cool. So Smork, you
not that advanced.
Not yet, at least. There's always the possibility of parrots, I suppose. But Smork, you see these two figures approaching. How would you react?
I would.
Granted, if you're even awake, yeah. So.
I mean, yeah. Assuming that they come come upon me awake, I'd probably initially act not necessarily aggressive or hostile, but defensive. I can't speak the language, so
Oh,
we-
the screw. Yeah.
Can we speak common? Or
Yeah, I mean,
something?
I'll say you guys. Yeah, you're a magic user and a cleric, so you're probably some of the more studied people.
Hold
yeah, I'd say so. Why
on.
not?
We don't mean harm.
oh, thank the gods you speak my language.
Yes, sir. A bit.
Who are you?
It dirties the tongue, but we speak it.
And I would have those whatever that insect creature we killed earlier, I'd have a couple of the legs cooking on the fire, and I'd offer them some. Say, please join my fire.
Thanks, sir, but we don't consume this dirty meat. But we will rest at your fire. Me name Alina.
Alina, I am Smork. Bold.
And I be Jafar.
Where is the rest party? We heard you would enter pyramid.
A grave look comes over my face. I kind of go a little pale, and my bottom lip quivers a little, and I'll say, "We entered that one of the pyramids, and they didn't make it out. The dead, they don't sleep easy in there. They come alive."
She looks back to Jafar. This not good. And she starts speaking in her own language, essentially saying, oh wow, she expected more from the party, and now they're 3 people again and not like 5, what they expected.
What do you think from such lowly creatures? Jafar will say in our language.
Well, we don't have a choice now that we're here. I don't want to go back. Now I finally want to go in there. I guess we can keep him as meat shield. What do you think?
And possibly they have their companions have items. I had heard that the girl had potions, maybe a magic user of some sort. Yes,
Indeed.
we will continue on. And then in common, he'll say, we will continue, if you allow us, we will go in with you come morning. Continue
Get
the
their bodies
exploration.
back.
Sure, if that's what you wish to do.
Oh, I can't stand the thought of poor Thuggerina spending all of eternity just guts spilled out on the floor, and poor Elodrin just crumpled. Yes, we should definitely retrieve their bodies.
Yes.
Who were the one who was wearing mighty magic item? Is it you?
We all had a little bit of magic about us.
Oh, really? This is unfortunate if we let it rot in there. Yes, we have to find their bodies.
Maybe after we retrieve them, we can finish our original quest. We were seeking our
Yes.
fortune in these pyramids. Have you heard of treasures untold?
Of course, they tell great stories about, and now he dropped. He didn't want to hear my story, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, he's not having it. Just
No.
not having it. I need to ask him too. Did he take damage that last combat?
I don't think so.
I took
Alan, did you take?
I took 1 point. Somebody
Oh,
punched me
wow.
for one once.
So you were hit. Okay, cool. I'm just checking. You might have a nice surprise when you wake
Might have
up.
some
Mummy rot.
mummy rot going on.
To go along with your STD.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. You got the cool rings of Saturn around your balls or whatever.
Rings of Vega. Yeah, I'm
Now they're rotting off.
definitely not
Yeah.
telling them about it. And how attractive is this cleric? Female cleric. I have yet to make it with a local broad.
No, 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 no.
Oh,
We
shit.
don't do this with strangers. They carry strange disease sometimes.
Oh, not me. I've got a
Mhm.
magic one.
Mm.
We'd have to castrate you if you wish to proceed.
This is true. Okay. Okay, cool. So I guess you guys will all just kind of rest for the evening.
Yep.
Okay, very good.
When they say
Okay,
that
cool.
the mud bug or whatever the thing was that I was eating is unclean, I'll toss out that meat and just break out regular rations and eat it.
Very good. Okay, so yeah, as you wake up, Alan, you're gonna have a mild. Ooh, where's my chart? There's my chart. So you're gonna have a mild body mutation beginning.
What?
From the mummy.
Another one?
Yes. This time.
Does it get longer
Yes.
this time?
I wish, actually, but
And a
we'll
fourth
see.
ring appears?
Oh my god.
No, sadly not. Oh god, this one's actually kind of cool. Damn it. Okay, so let me get to the description. Okay, so starting to grow out of your fingers. Wait, there it is. Okay, cool. So let me see what kind. You're starting to grow these like little claws, but they look like. That's kind of cool. Damn, that's actually really cool. Okay, so your hands, rather, you start to. Obviously, we know who Wolverine is. You start to have slits and these little claws that kind of begin to poke out of these little slits on the back, the top of your hands, basically. And that's kind of new. It's like this weird. And the skin around it is rotting a little bit, so obviously it was caused by the mummy. But because its chart hates me, it's something positive for you instead of something nasty.
So I get some Wolverine claws. Nice.
Yeah, basically.
Why does everyone get the cool shit and I get a breath shit and wow, and a mane and
You can go.
You had wings. That was pretty cool.
yeah, and I couldn't breathe properly anymore, so I couldn't fly properly anymore.
I forgot you did get asthma at the end there.
That is very true. But I mean, you could always go fight the mummies again, get hit, and hope that you get some kind of cool disease. But yeah, your hands are kind of, the skin's beginning to rot, but you do have these like cool like slits where claws look like they're going to be retractable.
I'll look at my hands and put gloves on. I won't even show the other two.
Nice. Yeah, it's probably gonna be pretty cool. Some nice bone claws or something.
Yeah, they were talking about infidels being unclean and whatnot. Yeah, I definitely put gloves on and hide my hands.
Yeah. Very good. I guess just out of character though, I am rolling the whatchamacallit, the Metamorphica chart for
see?
Body mutations and things. So it could have been something really, really weird, which I was hoping for. But I've been wanting to use this chart for a long time. It's so cool.
That's weird enough.
Is that not the same chart that you got your mane and wings from?
Yep.
Isn't? Yeah, I think so, right?
Yeah, that's what Ian used in Metamorphica.
It's a good chart. It's really good. Some cool shit. But anywho, okay. So what's the plan, gang? New gang. New party.
Get the bodies.
Is that the consensus? You guys want to try to go grab the bodies out of the mummy chamber?
Yeah, that's probably what we'll do. Get them out,
I'll
get their shit.
Lead them back
go
to
back
that
in.
cave.
What was that, Alan? Sorry.
Yeah, I'll lead them to the pyramid that we went in.
Okay. Let's see if anything Nope. So you have a nice, pleasant trip back into the pyramid. You wind your way through. I assume you use like maybe the grappling hook shimmying method again to get across it. Yeah.
I'm
Yep.
assuming that
Cool.
it's still there.
Oh yeah, it hasn't gone anywhere. Yeah, and again, nothing happens as you reach the second level. You can hear the shuffling, not shuffling. You can hear the dragging, if it's rather, coming from the mummy chamber. So how do you want to approach that? You get the impression that they're still kind of moving around, but you don't know what they're doing.
Well, I walk surprisingly quiet to you two, and I'll say, just up here where the dead came out of their sarcophaguses or sarcophagi and killed my friends. Sounds like they're still there. Be wary.
We will.
I'll unsheath my sword and march into there with a righteous anger.
Yeah,
Two new friends to feed the mummies.
definitely. And so as you walk in, you see each mummy has a body on a table, and it looks like they're like carving it open, and they've been kind of working on it throughout the night, perhaps removing the organs and things. So it's a bloody mess. Definitely.
Lodrin, Thuggerina, no!
Oh, and they turn around. Let me see if they're. Triple check my chart, make sure. I don't think they're surprised. Oh no, they are surprised. Okay, damn. Okay, sweet. So, and you guys are not, clearly, since you approached. So, you can all have a free action before roll initiative. We're gonna just do it in initiative, even if you want to try to get the bodies out, basically, just to have like I guess a step-by-step what's happening. You don't necessarily have to like engage it, but just for an order.
Okay.
I rush up to the nearest one.
Mm-hmm.
Do we think we each can carry one?
Yeah, there's 3 of you and 2 bodies. So
I'll get
one's a
their
dwarf
stuff.
and one's an elf. Yeah, so they're not like terribly big. So I guess yeah. I mean, even if since you're all taking kind of a free action and they are surprised, in fact, you can. They'll say if Smork and Alina want to grab a body, they can definitely. And then we'll have Jafar can start gathering the items. Okay, and then we'll do an initiative roll as you. I guess you all have your hands full there, just to have a order of how things happen. See how this plays out. Okay. They're on a 3, so if y'all can beat that, I'll say you can get out of there.
Who rolls?
I can roll for you. I have a consistently low rolling record.
Okay. Well, it can't be worse for me, so go ahead.
Oh, really?
So at least we can blame you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, unless anyone else wants to roll. You guys are on a 4. Nice. Okay. Okay. So, yeah, you can describe, I guess, how you evade, like, taking this stuff out. Where do you want to bring it? Do you want to bring it to the opposite side of the room? Do you want to carry it out the way you came in? Tell me what's
the
going
way
on.
we came in, right? Do you guys
Yep.
say?
Yeah, probably that direction.
Okay.
I'm not
Jafar
certain
will
that I'd
pick
be
up,
just coming to snatch and grab, though. I'd probably be a bit angry and take a hit or two or a swing or two at these guys before withdrawing.
Okay. So you can even say that you have a body over your shoulder, because you'll be right up next to one of the mummies who's probably been working on the body. So you can swing at it if you want while you're there.
Do
I'll
so.
let you do that. Cool.
And remembering how well the torch worked last time, I'd probably swing with the torch rather than my sword again.
Mm-hmm.
And I roll an AC of 0. Kind of light his ass up.
So 2d8 damage of fire damage.
A 7 and a 5, so that'll be a 12.
Oh, geez, yeah, you can describe how one of these guys goes up in flames.
It's probably the one that
Again.
that Elodrin had whacked a couple of times that I kept missing.
Mhm.
I
Yep.
would shove that torch kind of like like I was doing a thrust and straight into its face, and the whole thing would whoosh up into fire, and I would kick it over the table.
Very
So
good.
it would fall on the far side of the table. Kind of just be panting, kind of angry.
Very nice. So yeah, you're left with just a single mummy. Yeah, so Jafar, you have the items, and Alina, you have a body. What would y'all like to do? Still your turn.
Run.
Okay.
I'm not here to kill the mummies for now. Get out of here!
Just scoop up the stuff and her items and grandly walk away.
Very good. And let's see if this last mummy, he's right here. So okay, so that last mummy is gonna try to do one attack. Use Smork just because you're there. He's gonna crawl he's gonna walk over and try to hit you as his friend is burning up, and he misses really poorly. God damn it. So it's back on y'all's side. You can
I'd pick up.
of course, I'll exit the room if you.
Yeah.
I'd pick up Thuggery's little frail female body and throw it over my shoulder and start heading out.
Yeah, sounds good. And also, you can make it out this turn, no problem with the movement. And you'll be out of combat. This mummy, of course, is going to stay behind for whatever unknown reasons. So where are you bringing these bodies? What's the plan?
Outside.
Very good.
Don't we?
So you want to just bring it outside? Or?
Yep. Bring them
Cross the
outside.
rope bridge, tie them to the rope, and then cut the rope.
Oh,
swing,
right.
Climb up the rope, and then
Yeah.
pull the bodies up. And
Okay. Okay. Sweet. So we'll say that they both managed to make it across the rope holds. And yeah, cool. So where are you bringing them outside? Just outside the pyramid, or?
Yeah, just outside, and then we'll perform last rites for him.
Very good. Okay. Yeah, and it's definitely still before noon. Maybe depending on what time you left the camp. Maybe if you left around sunrise or a little after, it's maybe 8:30 in the morning.
And I would take the potions Elodrin had. I'll give one poison, disease, and healing potion to each of the other two, and I will put the rest in my bag for probably later use.
Definitely. Thuggerina had a nice ring. A couple of rings, I think. At least one.
she had an awesome belt, and I'll definitely push it towards Jafar. Say
The
that
belt, okay.
This was a mighty belt, made Thuggerina so strong.
But it wasn't a belt. It was a ring. And I'm a cocky guy. I'm going to detect magic on it when I get a chance. It's magical. It's magical.
Yeah, you would definitely know that it's magical for sure. Whenever your new companion hands you this ring.
It's a little too feminine, my friend. A little too feminine.
I don't know. I think it goes well with that red and black dress you're wearing there.
I wouldn't want to relieve you of your friend's final offering, and I'll put it in his hand. Maybe you should wear it. Just worth quite a bit.
I don't think I could wear it right now, and I'll just stow it away in my back.
You sure you don't want to put it on? It's a cool ring. It's a cool ring.
No, I'm good. I saw what happened to Thuggery when Elodrin gave it to him.
Yeah,
I'm relatively certain what goes on with this guy.
Okay, so what other items do they have that were of interest? Maybe I think they had magical weapons and armor and all this. Yeah. Or nice armor?
Yeah, I have +1, a +1 sword and a +1 bow.
Mm-hmm.
And
+1 axe.
Nice. So yeah, you can definitely take whatever you want from the bodies, obviously.
a lot
Or
of
from the
money.
equipment, yeah. Yeah, you might want the money. It's probably a good bit. Okay. Nice. So you're just gonna perform that last rites on them.
Yeah,
Right.
like in our tradition.
Cool.
That's probably
Hmm.
probably burning
Oh.
because I mean, burying in the sand is a bit stupid.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, you can burn them if you wish. I'm sure there's ample space for that to be done.
Would this offend me in any way? I know it's a different culture, so I'm not sure how. Would I be offended by them
Yeah, you're
burning my
probably
friend?
used. Maybe so. You're probably used to more traditional type of burials and things. Stick them in the dirt, basically. Keep the body preserved. Nice. Yeah, it might offend you. So how would Smork react to seeing his
Well, see them.
longtime companions are burning? Maybe not so long, but
Why don't we just bury them? Why do we have to burn them? He would ask.
We don't put body in sand. Not good to bury, and the crawlers come out at night and dig into earth and consume them. Do you want this?
Well, I know Elodrin would want to go back to nature. She probably would not mind at all being feasted on by the wild creatures.
And she turns around to Jafar and says, "Oh, now he wants to bury them. I don't want to dig a grave here."
It's just possible they'll come back as those undead things. I'll just burn them and return them to the winds and the
Ah,
sand.
good idea. They might come back as what you've seen inside, as what they killed them.
Oh, I guess maybe you're right. Should burn them.
I look back to Jafar, and when he can't see, or when Smork can't see her, she nods and winks. Then she continues the burning process.
Very good.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered this sad and horrible day to mourn the loss of our friends. And Smork will give like this whole long, like every time you think it's over and you start to like raise your head or whatever, he just keeps going on with yet another tale of Thuggery's bravery when he was a man.
His transition and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How he really seized the day and just went where the magic took him
Mhm.
and never looked back. He was such a brave soul. I could only hope to be half as brave as Thuggerina, the thuggest
Too
of
bad that'll
thuggeries.
never happen for you.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess with that, these bodies are of course burnt. Oh, did you want to say some words about Elodrin there? Or just,
He'll confess a long withheld secret crush he had and how he loved the curve of her ears. Still completely oblivious that she was ever an elf.
It's perfect. Yeah, and they become one with the heat and the wind as their bodies kind of burn there for a while. It's probably quite uncomfortable too, just standing there with the added heat of the flames. It probably looks really cool. The vista of the pyramids and the dunes and things, burning bodies. It's probably nice. Nice and fitting. But I guess we'll call it there. It looks like Clay had to go. It's probably a good breaking point in you.
Oh.
But yeah, Clay had to hop out there. It looks like
Okay.
he said he got to run. So I want to continue without him. I mean, that's up to you guys, actually. Sure,
Oh, it's okay. And I'll roll my character.
Yeah. That'd be
Roll
good.
more than
And I can
7
even
hit points.
Yes,
You're
sir.
making me feel. You're making me feel like a boss over here, sitting at 20.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That's crazy.
Holy shit. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I was a magic user, and Thief does have a D4 for each level as well. So, yeah, it wasn't much possibility.
Right. Yeah, you kind of got the short end of the stick there.
Yeah.
You're a thief with mage hit dice. Wow.
Yeah.
So nice. Yeah, I'll kill the broadcast and I'll give you guys XP in a moment. But of course, thank you for putting up with my randomized adventuring here.
That's cool. Thanks for running.
Yeah, it's definitely fun.